Could be the quadrant also too of the 12th first. Actually, the 11th to 12th in the first house would be the quadrant for you, Gemini. So 11th house is about groups, organizations. It's ruled by Uranus, which is going to be trining your energy. So you can see that it's going to be shifting the way you see yourself, literally. Uranus might bring flashes of insight on how you've been not only perceiving yourself, but how you've been carrying yourself in the world. Gemini, we know it's all about for you working with duality and polarity. It's this or that, but you're really starting to resolve to see maybe I'm all of it. Maybe I'm this and that. Maybe it's not so much polarized as much as I thought. It's about delineating and recognizing that you are all of it. So there might be a duality, a dual nature, because Gemini has to do with duality. So being really able to accept that dual nature that you have within you, to accept yourself unconditionally, to love yourself, and to see where perhaps if you've been out of balance at all within 12th house matters, unconscious, and the 11th house friend groups, organizations, this is going to be really the focus for you to, because again, this energy is sextiling Saturn and Neptune. You might be asked to step up into your friend group, teach what you know, because Uranus is about advanced thinking, it's higher mind thinking. So you might be experiencing these flashes of deep insight about duality, about polarity, about working with the other, because Gemini has to do with two, right? Everything two on the body is Gemini: two eyes, two arms, two lungs, has to do with the breath. So you might be really wanting to focus on breathing techniques and exercises, and working within groups and communities, really expanding your group network, your group friendships could be really valuable to you. I'm seeing too, friends are like your family. And also, too, you can be doing work together, working with how to clear subconscious programming, right? You can teach each other. You guys can be, I'm hearing too, like accountability partners, right? As you're learning to shapeshift and step into your higher wisdom and really be the teacher, teaching yourself while simultaneously teaching others. And then you can be doing the deep work too to teach, spiritual practices, how the mind really is connected to our spirituality. What we think about and perceive is connected to our vibration and our frequency. So this is also maybe you mastering your mind, mastering your vibration, just really resolving duality within you and seeing yourself in a new way, in a more empowered way. Again, Uranus is about groups, organizations, it's change, it's forward thinking. Some of you might be really driven to work with technology in a new way, because that's also what Aquarius rules, and Uranus. It's about maybe AI. You might be starting a business or be working with an app. Some of you might be, it's not for everybody, might be creating apps, learning how to synthesize and process information and then share it with what groups, organizations. So you might be really stepping into a leadership role as this is the next 7 years. And again, not just for you, Gemini, but for all the signs, really sit and contemplate where you imagine yourself being in the next 7 years. Do a meditation and focus on that, guys, because that's what's going to help you, again, project your reality, but also be willing to drop what you think to make room for the new. So this is also what Uranus can be bringing in, again, flashes of insight through you. You might be the channel. I just heard Nostradamus come through. So you actually might be writing some stuff, Gemini, down as you start exploring more of the deep spiritual nature, 12th house, and sharing it within your groups and organizations. You might be the channeler. And again, I'm seeing also too for you, light language might be invoked in during this time, or some form of spiritual practice where you really master it and then you share it. These flashes of insights that you get while in meditation or while going to a Tai Chi class, or maybe even expanding to going on retreats, because again, this is 11th house matters. So really focusing on about what you want, hopes, dreams, and wishes, what you want to create, what is coming through you. Just allow yourself to be the divine channel. The first house is the I am. So I am the divine channel. I am what I think. So again, for you in particular, Gemini, it's learning to master your mind and then sharing that information to your friendship groups, really doing the deep dive with what's going on in the subconscious realms. You can help people see themselves in a whole new way. So that's a really powerful configuration for you, Gemini. This is a very potent 7 year cycle for you. Again, Uranus is going to be coming in and asking, what needs to shift, what new inventions. Even there's some of you might even be inventing things, Gemini. So there's just so many opportunities. You're so dexterous. Again, you rule everything too on the body. So working with your hands, I'm even seeing for some of you too, because you need to be grounded during this time period, because again, you're getting so much information. I'm not for everybody, but some of you might be starting woodworking or working with the hands in a new way. That just came in. Either that, or I'm hearing for some of you too, might be becoming a surgeon or doing something in the healthcare field. Anyway, this is just what I'm picking up in the field right now. So I'm going to pull a card now for Gemini. What, one card, please, that just popped out. Which one wants to come out? Actually, two came out. You know what? You're Gemini. Why not? We're going to pull. Oh, there's three cards here for you. All right, Gemini. I guess you're getting three cards. You're getting Psilocybin, commune, which is also about communities. We talked about the 11th house here. You can see this is also playing. This is Pluto and the sun. So, being the transformer, shining your light on transforming your community and your groups. Again, psilocybin is about getting into different states of consciousness. So, not saying you have to use this medicine, but I am saying that this medicine is there for you, the consciousness of psilocybin, perhaps to get you into more of a communal state with your friendship groups, with that which is unseen in the hidden realms. The next card that came out is Gotu Kola, higher consciousness, number 8. So you can see here that was number 49, which goes back to being the 4. So here we go, foundation, because 4 and 8, right? Again, I break down the numbers. And that's how I'm getting to the numerology of it. So here is again higher consciousness. So that's that 12th house matter. You can see that Mercury and the moon, you might be getting some deep psychic insights coming in, especially with your mind. If you stay with your spiritual practices, and again, you can see this person's in meditation, grounded, that there's a higher consciousness coming through you, which is also very Uranus, the higher mind of your ruling planet, which is Mercury. So very mercurial. We're really working with the mind, but also integrating it with the spirit, seeing yourself and your spirit, integrating these energies in a whole new way through your meditation practices. And again, the 8 is about infinity. So 4 and the 8, these are foundational numbers, right? These are infinite. What I'm hearing is infinite possibilities can come through you, but be grounded and really know what you want, Gemini. Really get clear and focused. What would you like to experience? Which is interesting too. So I'm also seeing this also looks like the Gemini symbol, right? It's the 11, right? It's also duality. This also is relationship. This is called beloved. So you might be calling in partnership. See there, you've got Venus, you've got Pluto, transformative partnership, whether it's through your relationship groups, your friendship groups, or divine partnership, romantic groups. You're going to be changed and transformed by your partnerships and relationships over this next 7-year period. So get really focused on what you want. Again, develop your spiritual practice, really embody that sense of knowing, because you are the divine channel. And what you transmit to people is going to be very valuable and very transformative for other people as well. Okay, so we are at the 112 minute mark. You guys still with me here? We're about halfway there. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to take a sip of my tea.